Okay, the supplies you're going to need for this project are a shipping envelope. You can use plastic, but I prefer paper. They're just easier to work with. Then a pair of scissors, double-sided tape, a stapler, and I just use this little clampy thing to get the backing off the double-sided tape because I don't have any fingernails. So really you just need the envelope, scissors, stapler, double-sided tape, and then you need your signature, whatever you're going to make that out of. Okay, for the purposes of this video, I'm just using a blank sheet of paper. I have not decorated it or painted it or inked it yet, but I wanted to show you how to fold it up and make the signature. It's your basic zine, but I am using a 16 by, I believe, 17 and a half inch paper. Okay, so whatever size paper, if it's just a letter size paper, you can do that too, but you're going to fold whatever piece of paper, you're going to fold it in half, and then fold it in half again. Make sure you get your creases nice and tight. You can do it with your fingers or you can use a bone folder. Then once you do that, you're going to open it up, and then you're going to bring your sides in on the short. You're going to have it long ways, and then you're going to pull the short end into the middle and fold again on both sides. I'm sorry, my box is not very big, so you can't see the whole piece of paper, but then you fold this one in, also making the folds very tight. And then you're going to open it up, fold it back in half. Then you're going to take your scissors, and from the folded side, you're going to cut from this line, this edge, to the middle where that next fold starts. You're going to stop right at that fold. So this is just your basic zine. But we aren't going to glue the middle together like you normally would, so that we can have more pages. Okay, so you just cut there to the middle. It'll be like that. And then you're going to open it up and fold it this way, the long way, and then you're going to push it. With a regular zine, you would push it together, and then you would have those 4 pages. But we're not going to do that. We're going to not glue it. We're just going to fold it like that. And you'll see why in a minute. Okay, so I fold it flat like this so that you got your 4 like a regular zine, but then you're going to fold it like this. And then you're going to stitch. I make 2 stitches down, one on the left side of the fold and one on the right side of the fold. That way I make sure and catch all the pages on both sides. Okay, so my sewing machine will not fit in here, so I'll be right back after I stitch it. Okay, we're back. And as you can see, it is not a pretty stitch by any means. It doesn't matter, just it doesn't have to be fancy. Okay, now what I'm going to do is, as you know, when you do a zine, you have these sections where the fold is, and then a fold here. That prevents you from using the insides of those pages. And it's the same way over here. So what I like to do is I'm going to cut off so that they're even, cut off the ends. And that's going to cut off one of the folds. So now we have 2 instead of the one stuck together. And then do that again on this side. And that opens up your fold. Now you could just stick your scissors in here like that. You could do it that way. That would work too. Or you can just scissor it this way. Cut it, not scissor it. It's not as clean of a cut, but you can do that too. I prefer just to cut the very end of the whole section off, and make sure you don't cut your stitches off. Okay, it's a little bit neater, I think, to do it that way. But now you have 1, 2, 3. Oh, missed that one. I didn't get that one in my little fancy dancy cutorama. Okay, so you've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and you have both sides. So you actually have 16 sides now in this one zine that you can use. Okay, now this is, this is my packing and shipping envelope I'm using. Like I said in the beginning, you can use a plastic one like this, It works fine, but I had trouble with the bubble wrap inside coming apart on it. So you can use this, but I prefer a paper one like this. The bubble wrap is not as big, it seems, and it's secured better, so you don't have to worry about so much. But so I'm going to use this, so the paper actually works better. And this glued side here is going to be, we're going to cut this off. You'll see what I'm doing here in just a minute. I'm going to cut this off. And this piece we're going to use as our, what we're going to bind it with. Okay? So you're going to flatten it out, cut the ends off so they're even. And this little piece that you would normally throw away, I'm going to flatten it out. And this is how I'm going to bind my signature into the envelope. Okay? So now we have this end open and this end open, and you're going to use this part that does not have the little edge. This is going to be your, I can't think what it's called, the bind part of your book, of your journal. So your signature will fit in like this. Okay, so now I'm just going to kind of guesstimate. I don't measure anything. Go about there, move my signature, and then just cut that end off. You could also use that. See, this is the piece that I'm talking about. It will open up and make like a little binding. So now we have this. I'm gonna put my signature back in here, and then I'm gonna come out a little bit farther from the edge because I want to put some ruffles and stuff on there to decorate the edges of it. So now you've got this, and your signature is going to fit in there like that. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take our double-sided tape, ta-da, which in my opinion is one of the coolest things created ever. I do a lot with double-sided tape. I had ran out and had to run to the store, and you can get it at the Dollar Tree for $1, so I got 3 rolls. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my little binding, make sure it's flat and open, and I'm going to put double-sided tape down this side and down this side. Okay, we'll do it one at a time. I just kind of guesstimate how long it is there. I'm not a measurer. I'm a fly by the seat of your pantser, I guess. So you get that open, and then you stick it in here, and the closer you get it to the edge, the better. So that will lay flat against your signature. Okay? I'm going to get that in there, and I see I got it a little bit long. I'm just going to clip that off. And then I'm going to cut one for the other side. Kind of guesstimate. And I'm going to try to get it right up against the edge, the outer edge. See, this side's just a little bit shy, so that little bit I clipped off, I'm going to stick it right there. You want to make sure that it's good and secure. Okay, so this is what it looks like now. This is the edge. This is when you open it up. And you may have to put some glue or double-sided tape in there, or, haha, you could put another signature in this one because it's got another little flap that'll open. So that's up to you. I'm just going to do one. Okay, so now I have this. Now I need my handy-dandy little tool that now I can't find. There it is. This, I got it from Cricut, and it's like my best friend, it and double-sided tape. Because I don't have fingernails, I can never get it peeled off. So I also can use this edge of it to kind of make sure it's pressed down good. And then once you get it started, you can just rip that sucker off. Okay, let's see. get this one down good. I don't like to waste anything. I don't know if you can hear my puggy. She's underneath me, making her weird little noises. Okay, so what I'm going to do, oh, I see I did not cut this down, but that's okay. We can do it after. You're going to lay your signature right in there on top of that. Press it down. And then get my little tool again. What did I just do with it? Goodness gracious. I do lose this thing a lot. Okay, so I get my second one. Pull that off. And I'm going to clip this because that's going to stick together. I don't want that to stick together. I might use that for something else. I'm going to set that aside. Okay, so I got my second edge here, and I'm going to flatten it down, stick it to my signature. So now you have your signature, and it has this handy dandy little edge. And like I said, you really could put another signature there and another signature there if you wanted. I might leave that open so that might be something I might do after I finish this. Okay, so now you have your envelope and you have this, and we're going to put this in here. Now you can do this one of two ways. You can use double-sided tape again. That might be just as easy to run it along here and run it along there. Or you can, what I've done before is I have stapled up along there. But I think what I'm going to do this time, I think I'm going to use the double-sided tape just because it's so much more convenient. But a stapler works just fine. That's how I've made my other ones. Get your little tape in there. Come on. Sorry, sometimes this is very tedious. Buttercup, hush. That's why I have to use this tool, because I can't. For some reason, I cannot peel that off without it. Okay, so I'm going to center that where I want it, and then press down. Oh, good night. I don't know what she's up to. All right, so now it's stuck in there. And then we're going to do the same thing over here. So double-sided tape. Hush! She's just like a kid. If she's not getting any attention, she starts to throw a fit. Okay. Peel that off. And then fold that down and secure. And there you go. You've got your 8-page little junk journal made out of a padded envelope. Okay, now what I'm going to show you is I'm going to show you how I make little pockets. I did it two ways. I did a pocket here, and then in the back I have these square craft envelopes that I found somewhere, probably Goodwill. And I used it to glue in here, or you can glue it this way or tape it in, and then you have a little flip out. So you have a flip out pocket. So I think that's what I'm going to do on the back. And then on the front, I'm going to show you how I made a little pocket to put there, to put tags or whatever. I'll be back. Okay, what I've decided to do, I'm going to make my pocket out of this little strip that we cut off the edge of the envelope, so that we're not wasting anything, and it will match. So I'm just going to kind of eyeball it where I want it. And I could use this one on the back if I wanted. And the ease of this is that 2 of the sides are already glued shut for you. So that saves you one step there. And again, double-sided tape to the rescue. I'm going to use it to close up this edge. so that's down. So now I have a little pocket. I can put a, that needs to be closed up. I will close that up later, but for our purposes right now, just to show you what I'm doing. Then I'm going to take my double-sided tape and put it on the edges of the back of the pocket. Okay, I'm back. My phone stopped recording before I got to finish the pocket, but I'll show you what I did. Is I just put double-sided tape on the back side on these 3 sides, and then I stuck it down onto the back or the front flap. Now, if you look inside here, you can see, I need to close that up, but there's a pocket. This is the pocket that I intended to create, so you can put tags in there or whatever. And then because it is just glued on 3 sides, there's another pocket made. So you can have, if you do it that way, you have 2 pockets to which you can stick tags or ephemera or pieces of fodder, whatever you want. And then for the back side, I'm going to do the envelope, which I'm not going to do that yet because I want to decorate a little bit first. But there you go. I hope you liked it. And I will attach a flip through of my original journal, which is right here. I will attach a flip through of this to the, which I've already done, to the back of this video. So if you'll keep watching, you'll get to see a full flip through of this little monkey here. So I hope you liked it. Give me a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, I hope that you will. And I appreciate you looking. Thanks. Mwah. Have a great day.